All right, today I am joined by
Jordan Fisher.
Yes.
Hello.
All right. So you just played a show on Saturday.
Yes.
And Sunday.
And
as well.
yesterday. Yeah.
Yes. It was Pop Spring.
Yes.
Yeah. How was that?
It was so much fun. I've wanted to come to Japan for as long as I can remember. I've been obsessed with Japanese culture for a long time, watching anime and listening to J-pop, and so being able to come and play a show at that capacity, and people be able to sing my songs with me is just very special. I'm very grateful.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So it's your first time.
It is my first time here. First of many, many times.
And you said that you were interested in Japanese culture.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, I grew up watching Dragon Ball Z, Naruto Shippuden, One Piece, Attack on Titan, Bleach. I mean,
so many.
The list goes on. Yeah, tons.
Right. Did you walk around Tokyo, or how did you?
I haven't had really haven't had any downtime yet. I will be able to do that a little bit this evening. And
when do you leave?
I leave Thursday, so Wednesday is that's my free
days.
day.
Right.
Wednesday's my free day.
Today's press day.
Yes, today's press day.
We're keeping you here. All right.
That's great.
Let's talk about your latest release, which is your
Sure.
self-titled EP, which it came out quite a while ago.
Yeah, so I think it was August or September of this past year.
2016.
Of 2016, yeah.
It's been out. It's on AWA. People are listening to it.
Beautiful. Arigatou gozaimasu.
Yeah, can you talk about the recording process of that?
Yeah, well, I mean, my goal for the EP, so there's a saying in the music industry that you have your whole life to make your first album, right?
Right.
And so that's something that I've really taken care of, and I've wanted to really take my time building whatever that first thing is, and being in the introductory zone in my career, even though I've been doing this for 13 years,
so you did Broadway and everything.
Like television, film, Broadway
Exactly.
now, I mean, and making music, writing music, but actually putting the music out at this kind of capacity where people are listening to it all over the world. I have wanted to make sure that the very first things are meaningful and impacting. So the first single and picking, deciding on the songs for the first EP, building the first album, making the first music video. I think these are all things that have been very important to me. And so building the first EP, I wanted to put 4 songs out that really represented me as an artist, kind of 4 corners of my artistry. And so the recording process, for those songs, I didn't go into the studio with the mindset of building an EP. This was just over the course of the last, at this point, the last 2 years, of records that I had collaborated on or written or created. We kind of just decided on what those 4 songs should be based on that criteria and put them out. And I'm glad that people are listening to it.
The magical 4 tracks.
That's that for the introductory kind of portion of my career.
Right.
So I'm excited for people to hear the full length.
All About Us was the lead track.
Yeah.
I think you said that was a track that got you signed.
Yeah,
That was like the
which
magical,
one
the
was?
golden song.
So yeah, I kind of was working with somebody at my label before I officially gotten signed. We were just kind of figuring out like what the vibe would be and so on and so forth. And I created, or I cut vocals on like the skeleton version of the song. And then that's what got me my deal, and then I took that to a producer that I love and have been working with for a while named Oakfelder.
So that means with that previous person, you weren't really recording this EP, it was just in the studio.
Yeah, just kind of in the studio and writing songs and trying to make as much music as I could.
And then you got the EP ready.
Exactly.
Yes. Any new music coming out?
Yes.
I heard that
you're very, very soon.
Can you give us a little idea?
Yeah, well, there may or may not be something coming out within the next very, very, very short while.
Okay.
Possibly Friday, but
got some hints.
Just maybe, I don't know. I may or may not. I am not confirming nor am I denying that that a song is.
Well, we don't want you to get into trouble. So
yeah, of course, and then the album in summer.
Right. Yeah. In Japan right now, your one of your songs is the ending theme to Moana.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
That came out in Japan on the 10th of this month.
Oh,
so
beautiful.
It's just in theaters right now.
Beautiful, sweet.
Also, you were on Grease Live.
Yes.
How was that?
It's amazing.
Right.
Yeah, that was. I mean, I started in theater, so being able to be a part of a piece of work creatively that has not really been done yet. I mean, Grease is the most successful musical of all time.
Yeah.
And so having the opportunity to be able to put that, allow that to transition into a live format on television. Nobody's really seen that done before in the way that we did it.
Exactly.
There's a lot of pressure there.
Yeah, because you're remaking a classic. And
exactly.
Yeah,
like if it's not broke, don't fix it.
Exactly.
That's kind of the mentality that we have.
It's it's adding a new edge and
Sure.
new twist to it, and it's fresh.
Right.
It's still, you're keeping the classic there, but it's
Absolutely. I'm glad that people liked it. It was an honor.
Can you talk about the role you played in, or any other episodes that happened? I heard that you were crushing on Vanessa Hudgens.
Oh yeah,
something that you share with
us.
Of
course. Yeah, everybody crushes on Vanessa Hudgens. Right. Yeah, she was definitely my middle school, junior high angel. So if you would have told me at 13 that I was gonna be working with, seeing every day, becoming very. I mean, she's a very close friend of mine now. It's something
awesome.
that you build that kind of rapport when you're working on a project like that. I mean, God, we had so much fun. I honestly, from a creative standpoint, that's my favorite project that I've been a part of. Nice. Building from the ground up. It's really cool.
And the whole album is on AWA as well, and you sing on the
beautiful.
Track those.
Hey. Those Magic Changes.
Those Magic Changes.
Yeah.
And can you tell us about the song?
Yeah, I mean, it was a song in the film. You probably, if you have seen the film, if you've seen Grease, you heard it. You heard the song, even though you don't know that you did or not. It's a very brief moment in the film. It's playing on the radio at the dance, and it's you just don't catch it. And in the musical, like the Broadway musical beforehand, it was a small part of the show. It wasn't as impacting just because it was a very shortened version, and the writers for our version of Grease, they loved that song so much they wanted to extend it and let me sing it and kind of create more of a moment of it. So that sequence where Danny Zuko is trying to figure out how to become somebody that Sandy would want to hang with, we just used that to let those transitions be a little more magical. Cue those magic changes.
Magical changes.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Nice. Yeah. Also, right now you're nominated for Best New Artist for the Radio Disney Music Awards.
Yes, yeah.
I think the voting goes on until April 9th,
I believe, yeah.
So everyone should go vote for that.
Please go vote for me. I want to be Best New Artist.
Yeah. How does it feel to be nominated? Because, I mean, you did a lot of Disney stuff.
Yeah, it's an honor. I've been to, this is the 5th year of the RDMAs. It's the 5th anniversary. And I've been to every single one of them. And, just to be there, whether I'm presenting or, doing a short segment for it, or just there as a guest. And so this year, with it being the 5th year, being nominated and hosting and being a performer as well, I mean, it's just being able to be a part of it at this capacity I'm so excited for the day. It's going to be fun.
Just involved in every capacity.
Yes, please go vote.
I have this profile right here.
Great.
And there's a quote from Ariana Grande, and she says that you have a magical voice, and she was reminded of Whitney Houston.
That's crazy. Yeah.
And you've met her personally.
Yeah. She's a friend. She's now she is anyway. We met a few times years and years and years ago. We've both been in LA for a long time now, and but re-met and reconnected actually at the RDMAs last year.
Oh, really?
And she had just seen Grease live, and that's how that relationship began. So being able to have that kind of support from somebody that's been doing it for a while is really cool.
Speaking of other artists, since we are a music streaming service, and we were wondering what you can recommend to our users, what you're listening to right now, or any new up-and-coming artists that we should keep an eye out for.
Goodness, well, my favorite song right now is "Stay" by Zedd featuring Alessia Cara. I can't get it out of my head. It's so good. They're both bringing something very special to the table, both in the EDM world and in the R&B world, and so that collaboration it's really special. I love Halsey as well.
Okay.
She's working on her next album right now, which is very exciting. Goodness, the new Calvin Harris record, Slide, is fantastic.
Yes,
if you haven't heard that either. There's so much. Oh my God.
Well, also, our service, we encourage a lot of users to make their own playlists, and it evolves around playlists. So if you were to make your own playlist, like what would the theme be? What tracks would you include in that playlist?
Right now, I mean, you know, it's starting to warm up a little bit. I'll probably be getting ready to do a little beaching, you know. So I think records that get me in that vibe.
A good beach picnic or something.
You know, cruising around and listening to stuff that just makes me feel good. You know, a song like "Closer" by Halsey and you know the Chainsmokers. That, you know, that to me is a perfect beach driving kind of song. That's my favorite song of 2016, and "Stay" is that for me right now, which is very super good. I'm in that vibe. That's the space I'm in right now.
I actually made this playlist. I was feeling nostalgic, and I made this playlist of all the songs I was listening to in my early teens.
Okay.
A pop punk.
Okay, yeah.
And I also heard that you're also a fan of like Yellow Card.
Oh my God! I like exclusively for 2 years in my early teens listened to pop punk like that exclusively.
I don't know if you use MySpace, but we had MySpace days.
Yes, absolutely. What was your page song? And your page.
Actually, my page, there was a band called Kitty.
Okay.
Kittie, and that was my profile.
That was your profile song?
It was like a death metal band from Canada, like four girls.
Okay.
Amazing band.
Hilarious.
Check them out.
That's awesome. Mine was "This is a story of a girl."
Oh my gosh.
It was so
throwback song.
Throwback, man.
Do you have anything else you want to do in Japan while you're here?
Oh God, yes.
Last
I mean,
question.
you know, this is my first time here, and I've been working a lot since I've been here, but I'm just I feel at home here in a very I would say strange way, but I don't think that I think that I kind of expected that because I've loved Japan from afar for such a long time.
It has a weird vibe.
It's just kind of perfect for me. I love how kind everybody is here. I love how passionate people are here. Gentle. It's just nice. It's clean. It's great. You guys you really have it together here. I would love to go to Kyoto and
okay.
You know, I'd love to eat more. I haven't been to Shibuya yet. I don't want to go there. I'd love at some point then to go to Okinawa and go to the beach. And there's so much that I'd love to do here, and I'm just gonna have to spread it out over time.
You only have Thursday.
Fuji. Yeah, I leave Thursday, but I feel like
Wednesday. Yeah, Wednesday.
I have Wednesdays my free day. Yeah, so I'm gonna have to go to Fuji and Okinawa and Shibuya and Kyoto.
I'm gonna get the travel agency
all together.
All right. Yeah. So I hope you have a great time, and I hope you come back soon.
I will. Yes. I promise.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you. Hey everyone, I'm Jordan Fisher. I'm so happy to be in Japan for the very first time. I just played Pop Spring in Tokyo and Osaka and Kobe, and that was it was the time of my life. I've dreamt of coming here for as long as I can remember, and I can't wait to come back again and again. Check out my EP on AWA. AWA de 聴いてください.